Welcome to Bristol, race number 6 of the Allstar Offline Racing Series. We're going to jump right into qualifying. Now, I have a major announcement, a couple major announcements. The first thing is the sign-up sheet is finally closed. No more people can join. The 148 Brian Lancaster and the 188 of Racer X, they're both new, but they did sign up last week. They had been picking cars that were already taken, and eventually I just decided to assign them to 2 cars randomly. The 148, Brian Lancaster, he wanted the 48, so I figured why not the 148. Same with Racer X, he wanted, I think it was the 8 or the 88, so why not that car, 188. So the big announcement is that, well, first off, I feel really bad for everybody that is in these qualifying races that, I guess it's not really fair for you guys to be in these races and not make the races each week, or make the race and not finish that great. So at the end of this point season, for the next offline series, everybody that's in these races, in these qualifying races, whether you get a pole or you win a top 5 or a top 10, you guys will get some points towards your car rating. Remember, I said next offline series, the car ratings do change each week, and that is a big thing because if your car rating is higher, you typically have a better car. So I am going to make sure I reward everybody that's in these qualifying races that did not make the main races. I'm going to make sure I reward you guys. So next offline season, you guys should have a great season. The other big thing, we are adding the Craftsman Truck Series and the Bush Series along with the Cup Series. So we're going to have 3 offline series next time we do this. And there's only going to be a limit of 40 drivers in each series. So, with that being said, if there's 40 people signed up, then the sign-ups are closed. There's no more than 40 people. That means that we will not be doing these qualifying races next offline series. Everybody will have a fair shot each week of winning and possibly winning the prize money. There is going to be more prize money next time, so be prepared for that. But 40 people, I'm also only allowing everybody to join 2 series. So you can join the Trucks and the Bush series, you can join the Trucks and the Cup, but 2 out of the 3 series. So kind of shakes things up a little bit. I'm hoping we can have 40 people in each series. That would be pretty cool. But we will see. I just wanted to make it a little more fair next time. I had no idea that this offline league was going to grow as much as it did this early. I was really surprised, honestly. So, it is a long season still, though, and some interesting tracks like Bristol and Talladega are coming up. So, a lot of stuff could happen. A lot of these people that are in this qualifying race could make it into the main race and gain a lot of points and get out of this predicament that they're in. So, just keep your heads up. Fortunately, 17 cars, only 10 cars are going to qualify.
Drivers, to your car.
So, let's see, 10 cars qualify wherever mine is, the number 60 car, 11th place. If I get in the top 10, I'm obviously going to forfeit my spot. So, with this all being said, take you guys through the starting lineup. We've got the 00 Jeremiah Dwayne, the 30 of Ron Jackson, 41 Tyrell Resner, the 20 of Yale Carrillo, the 188 of Racer X, I don't know his real name, I'm just using his YouTube name, 37 of Cesar Ramirez, 33 Sheila Harmon, 09 Evan McCollum, 91 Logan Gentry, great job last week in his race, the 16 CJ Williams, he suffered from a crash on lap 1, and that had him fall out of the top 32, so he's not having a great run now. The 60 Colton Harmon has not raced in the last 2 qualifying races or main races. 27 Benjamin Wallace has not made the last 2 main races. We've got the 50 Cody Rhodes in his first start last week, involved in a wreck late. The 66 Darwish Jr., the 40 Tim Hoffman, 148 Brian Lancaster, and the 8 Clint Spillman. Clint was in the race last week, but did not have a great finish. So with this being said, let's get ready to start the engines here. I don't know. I couldn't hear. I think we got it right where they said start your engines. Oh, what's going on here? The 00, Jeremiah Dwayne. Wow, okay. Jeremiah Dwayne has some kind of mechanical issue. I think the race is going to start. The pace car's off of pit road. Oh no, the pace car's coming back out, I believe. They're saying it's green flag? What? Well, everybody now trying to sort themselves out. That was a really weird start. So Yel Carrillo out front, Ron Jackson second, third's going to be Cesar Ramirez. That is really weird. Jeremiah Dwayne, the 00, has not even made a lap yet. Yel Carrillo, he's going down pit road. What's going on with him? Oops. Yel Carrillo in pit road. He was leading this race. The 00, Jeremiah Dwayne's out. 66, Darvish Jr. There's a couple cars a lap down. What? I am so confused. I don't know what's going on. I think some of these cars, Yel Carrillo's back out. I don't know what's going on. This is really weird. There's 3 cars that are showing a lap down. Yel Carrillo came down pit road. I don't know about Brian Lancaster or Darvish Jr., but the game is saying they're 1 lap down. They're saying that the 41, Tyrell Resner, is the leader. Yel Carrillo coming back down pit road? Okay, where's the 41 of Tyrell Resner is back here. He's about ready to put cars a lap down. I thought Ron Jackson at number 30 was the leader, but this is really weird. Okay. So it's showing 3 cars a lap 4 down. Yel Carrillo is 2 laps down. His race is done, unless there's a wreck or something. Brian Lancaster, Darvish Jr. are shown a lap down. Tyrell Resner, this 41 car, is shown as the leader. That the cars in front of him are on the tail end of the lead lap. So Yel Carrillo now merging back on the track. I don't know what's going on with him. He's coming back down pit road. I don't know if that's a black flag or what. This is like a really odd glitch we're seeing here or something. I have no idea. Very weird turn of events here. I don't know what to think. I really don't. We're almost halfway done with this race. They're all single file right now. So the number 09, or wait, the number 60, Colton Harmon, is in 4th, so I'm obviously going to forfeit my position if I finish this race. That would mean that the number 09, Evan McCollum, does have the transfer position, and that would mean that CJ Williams and Benjamin Wallace, same with Darvish Jr., Brian Lancaster, Yel Carrillo, and Jeremiah Dwayne will miss the race. Very weird, drama-filled race already. Really interesting, really wild to start this season. Look at the 16 and the 09. I thought they were going to... I don't know if they were almost going to make contact with each other. Tyrell Resner putting Benjamin Wallace 1 lap down. We need a caution here. This is another thing. Next season, when we only have 40 drivers in each race, I'll be able to have these races on an online server, and I can throw a caution out if something like this happens. That is just really weird. I don't know how that happened, why it happened. I've never seen that in this game. Yel Carrillo merging back onto the track. Like we said, that 09, Evan McCollum has the transfer spot right now. And now the 16 of CJ Williams, where's he? He's in 12th. He's trying to get past Evan McCollum. This right now is the battle for the transfer spot. Cesar Ramirez right in front of them. Evan McCollum trying to hold on. We're a little over halfway now in this race. Evan McCollum looking down low. I thought he was going to try to make a move on Evan. I am still baffled by this. I have no idea what even happened. And oh, Yel Carrillo going to merge up on the track. That's going to let CJ Williams get below the 09. So now CJ Williams is now in the transfer spot. He gets past Evan McCollum. Here comes the 41, Tyrell Resner. He is the leader. Now CJ is in the transfer spot. Evan is going to fall back quite a bit. If we get a caution right now, that would mean everybody in the top 11 would transfer as long as we would not have any other crashes. I don't think we're going to get a caution, though, not here. I don't know, that was a really odd start. I don't know what exactly happened. Yo Carrillo constantly coming down pit road, and he's going to merge back onto the track in front of the CJ Williams Machine 16. They almost made contact. Yo Carrillo back down pit road. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm really confused. Now CJ Williams is getting pressure by the 41 of Tyrell Resner. You see Ron Jackson, he's up there in 9th. I thought he was the leader after that weird start. Not the case. Brian Lancaster is 15th. I thought 14th was Tim Hoffman. Tim Hoffman is in 8th. Then you've got Clint Spillman in 7th. Sheila Harmon in 6th. 5th is Cody Rhodes. 4th is Colton Harmon. 3rd is Logan Gentry. 2nd is Racer X. And the 41 of Tyrell Resner is the race leader. We're almost at the end of this thing already. Told you it was going to be a really quick race. Really weird drama-filled race to start this race weekend off here at Bristol. Texas is our next race. Texas is going to be an interesting race. Going from a short track to a speedway, a very fast speedway at that. So 2 more laps to go. Tyrell Resner in a great position. CJ Williams is in 11th. He is in a great position as well. But if Tyrell gets past him, that's just going to open the door for Darwish Jr. back there. White flag, Tyrell Resner going to try to win his 2nd qualifying race in a row. Here comes Yel Carrillo merging back on the track. Is he going to have anything to do with the finish? I don't think so. He's too far ahead. So Tyrell Resner going to win this race in a weird fashion. See them all merging now down on the pit road. Wait for the 16 and the 20 to get back around. Jeremiah Dwayne had the pole position, and right at the start when they started the engines, had trouble with his header, and he is out. Yel Carrillo came down pit road on the start, and I don't know why, but he pretty much was in pit road more than anything. I don't know if that was a black flag situation for him. As the cars came across the line for the start of this race, the game put Darwish Jr., Evan McCollum, or it put, Darwish Jr., I think Benjamin Wallace, Brian Lancaster, and Yel Carrillo a lap down. Really weird. I don't know. I have no idea. I have got no words. I don't know what exactly just happened, but very interesting, very drama-filled. So we have Tyrell Resner, Racer X, Logan Gentry, Cody Rhodes, Colton Harmon, Sheila Harmon, Tim Hoffman, Clint Spillman, Ron Jackson, Cesar Ramirez, CJ Williams, all in the main race. I am going to forfeit my spot to CJ Williams. So out of this race, not making it, is the 60 of Colton Harmon, Darwish Jr., Evan McCollum, Benjamin Wallace for the 3rd week in a row, not able to qualify. Brian Lancaster, Yel Carrillo, and Jeremiah Dwayne. Very interesting start. I think our main race at Bristol is going to be pretty wild. 42 cars, not 17, but 42 are going to be in that race. So we will see you guys in a few moments, get that race set up and ready to go. Welcome back to Bristol. We are getting ready to qualify for the main race now. We just had a very interesting, controversial, and kind of wild, dramatic Bristol qualifying race. Jeremiah Dwayne at 00 car, mechanical issues before the pace laps, and then the race went green, but they were so unorganized and the scoring was way off. It said that Tyrell Resner, who was supposed to be like 9th or 10th or something like that, was the race leader. It should have been Ron Jackson. I don't know, it was a very weird race, but a couple cars were scored a lap down at the very start. Yel Carrillo had issues and for some reason kept coming down pit road. Jeremiah Dwayne did not even start the race. So very weird. I don't know. I have no idea what happened. I couldn't even begin to tell you. So really sorry about that. I don't know. I'm baffled by that. But the show must go on. See right now, Jacob Britt. He won last week at Darlington. He is the pole sitter so far. Kagan Polshiner trying to get the pole from him, though. They've got another lap of qualifying. We will see what happens. We'll see who gets the pole. Hopefully we don't have that kind of issue happen again, because that could be catastrophic in a race this big with 42 cars. I don't know, really weird. If you missed the announcement that I said, everybody that's in the qualifying races is going to get rewarded, as well as everybody in these races as well. At the end of the season, you will have a little bit of an advantage over anybody else that joins next offline season. The car ratings do matter next season. They're going to start out at 40 for the minimum, 60 for the maximum. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about or am not really familiar with this, the car ratings for each car range from a minimum to a maximum of 0 to 100, and obviously closer to 100 that you are, the better your car is. So next season everybody's going to start at the same 40, 60, and whatever the cars they pick, they're going to have some points throughout this season, this offline season, that will carry on over to next season. I'll explain more later on, I guess next season really. But everybody in this will have a pretty fair shot next time we do this. There's only going to be 40 cars, so there's not going to be anybody that misses these races. Everybody will be involved. We're just doing the qualifying races this season because this series grew more than what I thought it was going to grow. And, well, like I said, the signups are officially closed, so everybody that is in this season, that's it. Nobody else can join. So the 29 Jacob Brick gets the pole after winning last week at Darlington. Going to try to carry his momentum over. See the 18 of Kagan Poleshiner. He hasn't really had a great season, and he starts second. Go through the qualifying order here. So we just said Jacob Britt, the 29 first. Kagan Poleshiner second in at 18. We've got the 4 of Gary Harmon. Clint Spillman, the 8, qualified his way in, hoping to have a good race. You have the 17 Alexander Jones, the 24 Pablo West, the 9 of Bruce Zero, the 16 CJ Williams. He's hoping to have a good race as well. Wrecked on the first lap last week. 97 Gavin Jones, 99 Axel Zero. We got the 41 Tyrell Resner. Somehow won that qualifying race, and he's in this main race. The 40 Tim Hoffman qualified after missing Atlanta. Whoops, we got the 42 Hugo Jimenez, the 17 of Livingston, the 11 Raymond Pickett, the 1 of Aiden O'File, 32 Brett Taylor, the 50 of Cody Rhodes, the 2 of Tim Brannigan, led a lot of laps last week at Darlington, 21 Robbie Bannister, the 74 Logan York, the 12 Sam at Oskin, the Daytona 500 winner, the 14 Sarah Rocha, starting pretty far back in the field. She's the points leader so far. The 0 of Alex Bruno, 25 Felix Boucher, the 30 of Ron Jackson. Thought he was the winner of the qualifying race until he looked at the scoring, saw that he was almost a lap down, and he is not too happy with the way that went down. We have the 43 Dawson Montenegro, the 33 Sheila Harmon. Whoops. Oh. 33 Sheila Harmon. We're going to have to do it like this, I guess. The 81 Skylar Rocha, the 48 of Ryan Benjamin. We have the 19 of... Actually, hold on. Whoops. Alright. We have the 91 of Logan Gentry, the 37 of Cesar Ramirez. We've got the 88 Josh Hardiman, the 80 Stephen Pollard, second in points, really far back. The 188 of Racer X making his first start. The 6 of Simon Zarnato, the 38 Sean Howell, the 90 of Jacob Johnson, the 04 John Book, the 15 Hunter Blade, the 45 Tim Zimmer, and the 5 of Damian Singletary. Going to be a very interesting race. 42 cars, 125 laps. This is Bristol. So obviously, if you start on the top, you have a little bit of a disadvantage unless we get an early caution, or there's a gap between you and the car behind you. You can fall back in line. The bottom line is the dominant line at this track. A lot of contact, a lot of racing, and wrecking at this track. That's what Bristol is about.
Start your engines.
So I thought that was coming soon. So they get the command to start the engines. Hopefully everybody will be able to make it to the green flag, not have a mechanical issue. Pace car's off. Everybody's starting to slowly roll down into turn number 3 and 4. The pace car's going to drop down low between those cones. And a 29 Jacob Britt is going to bring the field down to the green flag. And we're underway here at Bristol. Wow, the number 8 Clint Spillman got a really bad start early on in this race. Jacob Britt out front, Gary Harmon second. Clint Spillman's going to fall back a lot. He might fall out of the top 10 almost already. Clint Spillman all the way back to 7th after his bad start. We've got a lot of 2 and 3 wide racing in the back. Meanwhile, Jacob Britt out front, trying to lead laps, get as many points as he can. Gary Harmon right behind him. Alexander Jones going to try to get up to the front as well. See the 5 Damien Singletary, he is falling back a little bit. Green flag early on here. See if we can get a decent green flag run here. It is Bristol, I don't know. You see Clint Spillman further in the back here. He is still up top, losing multiple spots. It's a bad thing with Bristol. Clint started in 4th. He's back in 14th after lap number 5. A lot of racing early on back here in the field. See Brett Taylor making some ground. CJ Williams falling back. He's on the outside. Clint Spillman still falling back. That outside line is not really slow, but it's just not as grippy as the bottom, and you will lose spots if you stay up there. Clint still cannot get down. He's hoping that he can get a gap. Oh, he might be able to get down. There he goes. Clint Spillman out, down to the bottom. CJ Williams still on the top lane. Ooh, I thought there was going to be some contact there. Let's go back to the front here. Jacob Britt, Gary Harmon still first and second. Bruce 0 now, and at number 9, he is third. He got third away from Alexander Jones. The gap there between the 29 and the 9 is about 2 seconds. Well, about 1.5 seconds now. It was almost 2 seconds in the last lap. Bruce 0, that number 9. He has a pretty quick car. As this race goes on, if we have a late race caution, a lot of cars could be a lap down. Yo, wow, you see the 48, Ryan Benjamin. Where is he even on pit road? Ryan Benjamin did not start the race. What in the world? There's mechanical issues for some reason at this track. Ryan Benjamin at 48, not able to make the race. That's weird. You should still get scored, though, I think. I don't know. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back and see here if... Yeah, Ryan Benjamin, his car's not even on the track. So, Ryan Benjamin and Jeremiah Dwayne having mechanical issues this week at Bristol. Very weird. I don't understand that at all. Meanwhile, a lot of racing back here going on. 2 wide. We're probably not going to see 3 wide here, but it could happen. Riding with the 40 of Tim Hoffman. He's in 22nd position, halfway through this field. A lot of single file racing, though, up near the front. Top 15 or so cars. See, 12 seconds for last place behind the leader. They're going to catch these cars in the back of the field. They're going to catch them pretty soon. There they are, actually. You see the tail end of the field there. You see the top 4 have not really changed since the start of this race. Kagan Holshiner started 2nd. He's back to 9th. He started on the outside, so he fell back a little bit early on in this race. Lap number 16 out of 125. Jacob Britt looking really strong right now. Was pretty strong last week at Darlington. Ended up winning the race. Right now leading laps and getting points. Other drivers, Bruce 0, that number 9 in 3rd. 4th is Alexander Jones. 5th, Pablo West. 6th, Gavin Jones. 7th, Tyrell Resner. A good start to his day so far. 8th is Hugo Jimenez. 9th, Kagan Holshiner, Ryan Pickett 10th. Really good run for her. Brett Taylor, Tim Brannigan, 11th and 12th. They're having a pretty good day so far. Logan York in 13th, having a decent run. Sarah Rocha, 15th. She's about a half a lap down. Not too good of a start right now. See the 8 of Clint Spillman, 16th. He started in 4th, and he has fallen really far back. 33, Sheila Harmon, she's in 19th. Logan Gentry, 20th. He had a great run last week at Darlington. See Ron Jackson, 21st. 22nd is Tim Hoffman. The 80 of Stephen Pollard, the 3rd. He is in 30th. He was 2nd in the points. Another driver that was 3rd in the points, Tina Livingston, back in 38. Right now, a lot of the top points contenders not having a great day. Josh Hardiman, 32nd. Damien Singletary, 34th. He is a driver who missed a race, but he has made his way up pretty far in the points. Jacob Johnson, 36th, had a good run at Atlanta. Meanwhile, you see the 29 Jacob Britt has caught the tail end of the pack. Cesar Ramirez right in front of him. Dawson Montenegro in front of him. Dawson has not had a good season. He is actually, if he goes a lap down and finishes pretty far back, he will have to qualify himself back into these main races, and that's going to be harder, or it's going to be easier said than done. So now Jacob Britt trying to navigate through lap traffic, has not been able to get past anybody yet. Gary Harmon right behind him. You see Bruce Zero is catching these guys pretty quick. We have been caution-free so far today. Very weird. For Bristol, that's a very weird thing. We normally do not see a caution-free race here. I would imagine there's going to be cautions probably later in the race. Jacob Britt still trying to work past the 37 Cesar Ramirez. The other thing is, now that these guys have caught these lap cars, it's going to be hard for them to pass, because these lap cars, they're trying to stay on the lead lap. If we get a caution, you do not want to be trapped one lap down. So Cesar Ramirez giving the leader, Jacob Britt, a hard time, and meanwhile Gary Harmon, Bruce Zero, has made his way up to 3rd, and he is right behind the leaders. Alexander Jones in 4th, he's slowly catching them, and we're just going to go back a little bit. See some racing back here. The 50 Cody Rhodes, the 97 Gavin Jones, 91 Logan Gentry. A little bit of racing going on back here. Sarah Roach is going to fall back a little bit. Here comes Tim Hoffman, having a great day, it seems like. He's up in 20th position. Sarah Roach is falling outside of the top 20 now. Sheila Harmon's going to get past her. Looks like the 188 of Racer X is going to get past her as well. So she is falling back. We told you Stephen Pollard, who was 2nd in the points, he's not having a good day. There he is. He's about 28th, 29th. Not having a good day. Tina Livingston is really far back. There she is, that blue and white car back there. Josh Hardiman not having a good day. A lot of the top people in the points not having good days. And that's allowing other drivers to slowly get to front and try to gain some points. And there's the leader already, as we're looking back in the field. These cars have yet to lap anybody, and you see right in front of Jacob Britt, he has that orange and yellow car right there. He is 1st, but you see they're battling side by side up here. This could create some interesting things. If there's a crash in front of the leaders, they might be involved. Look at Gary Harmon now, the number 4, underneath of Jacob Britt, trying to take the lead. Tina Livingston falling back now. She might be a lap down here shortly, as these cars are racing side by side. Jacob Britt now back to 2nd. Bruce Zero is going to try to get past him. Bruce Zero up to 2nd place. See Gary Harmon putting Tina Livingston 1 lap down. Now he's going to try to navigate past the 37 of Cesar Ramirez. Still green. Oh, Cesar and John Book almost made contact. Cesar Ramirez really racing hard right now. He is trying to pretty much push his way through these lap cars, so he does not go a lap down. Now John Book 1 lap down here at Bristol. 2 cars 1 lap down. That's the 04 and the 7. Alexander Jones starting to catch some of these drivers. He is a little less than 2 seconds away. but he is going to have to get past all of these lap cars and see a lot of two-wide racing in front of these leaders. Cesar Ramirez still on the lead lap, hanging strong in front of Gary Harmon. Gary Harmon is the leader at the moment. I am wondering when we will see a caution, if we will see a caution, I guess. That is the question. Bruce Zero still second place, trying to get to Gary Harmon's fender, maybe push him out of the way. Dawson Montenegro might get past by Cesar Ramirez. Cesar looking down low. Now look at this, Bruce Zero, he almost tried to make a pass for the lead on Gary Harmon. Lot of racing, really hard racing up here in front of the leaders. This is a really treacherous spot. Look at Gary Harmon now underneath the 37, Cesar Ramirez. Cesar Ramirez and Sean Howell might go one lap down. And Dawson Montenegro right in front of the 4 of Gary Harmon. These leaders trying to work their way through lap traffic. Didn't think we would see a green flag race, not this long of a run. But with some cars a lap down now, it's going to create really chaotic and crazy restarts if we have them. Josh Hardiman is in danger of going one lap down. Did not have a great race, well, hasn't had a few good races this year. He's hoping to turn his points day around. Gary Harmon now lapping Josh Hardiman, trying to catch that 33 of Dawson Montenegro. Oh, and the caution. Caution is out somewhere on the track. Where is it? Oh, the 24, Pablo West. Looks like his roof is even damaged. Whoops. So the caution flag out for the first time. Oh, Gary Harmon got spun there. It looked like he got spun. Wow, okay. This is interesting. The first caution, lap 46. 45, I guess, technically. Gary Harmon trying to catch the pace car, and everybody else is trying to get past the pace car. This could create an interesting moment here. Gary needs to let all these cars go. Looks like we have 27 cars on the lead lap right now. Gary's going to go down pit road. Oh, the 1500 blade into the back of Gary Harmon. I don't think he's too happy with him. He's pushing him. Wow. Looks like these cars are speeding on pit road. I don't know. Bristol's been a really weird track. I don't understand some of the stuff here. They should not be driving that fast on pit road. See, Bruce Zero out, or not Bruce Zero, Alex Bruno out first. I don't think he is on the lead lap though. Stephen Pollard, Axel Zero, Hunter Blade, Robbie Bannister. See, a lot of cars coming out of pit road, but I think they're all cars that are on the tail end of the lead lap. Oh, Alexander Jones, the 17 out front. So anyway, while we try to get the running order sorted, let's go back and look at the 24 Pablo West. I believe, yeah, his day looks like it's done. So Pablo, oh, wow. Pablo was 5th place. 6th was Tyrell Resner. They were trying to fight through all of this lap traffic, and off of turn 4, you see Tyrell into the 24, and Pablo West hard into the inside wall. Pablo, a lot of damage to his car. Just a slight fender right there, and Pablo hard into the wall. His day is going to be done pretty early here at Bristol. Unfortunate for him. So now we're trying to figure out who the race leader is. Right now it's saying that number 9 of Bruce Zero is the leader. I don't even see him on the track. There he is. Pablo West out of this race. Saying we have a lot of cars on the tail end of the lead pack. We had this happen at Darlington last week. Number 4, Gary Harmon. I don't know where he went. He's back in 22nd. I think he had a pit stop, a penalty on pit road, because it looked like he was flying down pit road, and not good for him. A lot of cars a lap down, 34 cars on the lead lap, but we have a lot of cars that are on the tail end of the field. You see that 9, Bruzero is the leader. The 17, Alexander Jones, Hugo Jimenez 3rd, Rhiannon Pickett 4th, Tim Brannigan 5th. We're watching this number 9 car, but he's got like 20 cars in front of him. There's going to be a lot of racing, and there might even be some wrecks. 3 wide off turn 2. Alexander Jones now to the lead here at Bristol. 3 wide, still right in front of the leader. This is going to be a really tricky, really treacherous time for these leaders. They need to hope that they can get by all of this without any issues, any incidents. Alexander Jones has a really good opportunity to put a lot of cars 1 lap down. Following that 17 car, he is the race leader. Right behind the bright green car, 18 of Kagan Polshiner. Trying to put Damian Singletary a lap down, Jacob Johnson. Robbie Bannister, that 21, he had some damage to the right side of his car. Oops. He had some damage to the right side of that car. I don't know if he got to the wall or he got to another driver. But the right side of his car damaged, but that's not stopping him. He is still going right now. Kagan Polshiner trying to stay on the lead lap. Green flag still in the air. We're on lap 55 out of 125 laps. We're nearing the halfway point. And it looks like Alexander Jones is going to try to put the 18 of Kagan Polshiner 1 lap down. 3-0 back to 10th place. He was the race leader, or not the leader, but he was second coming to the caution flag. Not too bad of a pit stop. Look at the 33, Sheila Harmon. She's made her way up to 6th place. Skylar Roach is 4th. Look at Rhiannon Pickett, 3rd place for her. Great day. The 81, Skylar Roach, 4th place. Logan Gentry, 5th, having a great run so far. We've said Sheila Harmon in 6th place. Simon Zarnato, 7th. 8th place, Tim Hoffman. 9th, Felix Boucher. 10th, Tim Brannigan. Meanwhile, let's look at some of the points drivers. Coming into this race, first in points, Sarah Rocha, 11th place. What about the number 80 of Stephen Pollard? He's back to 26th. And Tina Livingston back in 35th position. So Alexander Jones still the leader, trying to put Josh Hardiman a lap down now. I don't think Josh is a lap down, is he? Oh, no, he's not. He's on the tail end of the lead lap. A lot of racing going on behind these guys. See single file in front of them for now. So the 17, Alexander Jones is the leader. In front of him, Josh Hardiman, John Book, Hunter Blade. Robbie Bannister has moved up quite a bit. Sam and Oskin in front of him. Cesar Ramirez still holding on to the lead lap. Axel Zero and Jacob Britt. Something happened with Jacob Britt on pit road. He might have had a penalty. He was the leader early on. He's back in 27th position. There's Stephen Pollard, Sean Howe, Dawson Montenegro, Alex Bruno. And back here they are still racing pretty hard. This actually is for, well, it was for 6th place. Sheila's fallen back to 13th place now. Really interesting race here at Bristol. You see the 14, Sarah Rocha, she's on the bottom. She's going to move up a little bit. She won last week at, or not last week, I'm sorry. She won, well, yeah, last week at Atlanta, but not the last race. Atlanta and Darlington were both last week, so I get my races all confused. It's so confusing at times. Tina Livingston at 7. She needed a good day to keep her points year alive, and she's not having that great of a day. Meanwhile, up front, Alexander Jones, Hugo Jimenez, Rhiannon Pickett, they are all kind of spread out. Josh Hardiman able to hold on to his position. Keep his car on the lead lap. If we get a caution, all the cars in front of that 17 are on the lead lap then. A lot of cars, though, were put a lap down. We've only got 34 cars on the lead lap. 6 cars right now are a lap down. Really surprised. We've only seen 1 caution. That was for that 24 Pablo West. He got spun out by the 41 Tyrell Resner. Tyrell's in 8th place. Pablo West was running in the top 10. He needed a good day. He's been trying to work his way back up through the points after not having a few good races early on in the season. Started out with 2 DNFs in a row. Good finish at Las Vegas, but not a good finish here today, so he's going to fall back more in the points. Meanwhile, wow, we got 3 wide back here. Tim Hoffman on the outside, Jacob Johnson on the inside there. These cars are racing pretty cleanly. I thought we were going to have more wrecks at this point. We're nearing the halfway point at Bristol. But like I said, the more cars that are a lap down, if we get a caution, that is going to create a lot of havoc then. Sheila Harmon's worked her way back up to 10th place. She was on the outside, so she was losing positions. Other than that, though, it's pretty, not really boring, but it's single file the entire way through. Back here, though, there's still a lot of racing going on, a lot of 2 wide racing. Man, Cody Rhodes just made a really aggressive move to the inside, almost clipped that 45 of Tim Zimmer. Jacob Johnson on the outside, going to lose a few positions. Sheila Harmon going to try to get underneath the 14 Sarah Rocha. Tyrell Resner still in 8th place. That 91 Logan Gentry having a great run. Tim Brannigan, the pole sitter at Darlington, led a lot of laps early on. Finished pretty decent. Did not get a win, though. He really wanted the win. Felix Boucher, that 25. We haven't talked about him too much as of late. He started off the season really good, but has not really been a big factor in some of these last couple races. He's having a good run right now. Looks like we got a caution on the track. Oh, wow. Stephen Pollard, Jacob Johnson, they're involved in a wreck. Stephen Pollard, a lot of damage to his car. He was 2nd in the points. Oh, my gosh. So the 2nd caution of the day. What is going on up here? Slow down, everybody. 2nd caution of the day. We're trying to find the 17 of Alexander Jones. There he is. Oh, he just got hit by Logan York. I think Logan's trying to get his lap back, or trying to get past him so he can catch up to the tail end of the field. We'll have to go see what happened to the 80 of Stephen Pollard, the 90 of Jacob Johnson. Jacob Johnson, a lot of damage. Look at the 99. Axle 0, a lot of damage to that car. Somewhere along the line, he got pretty crunched. Man, that hood's all bent up and out of shape. Well, let's go back and see what exactly happened to the 99. Oops. He already had the damage there, so I don't know if maybe he was involved with that crash that happened. Oh, yeah, wow, Stephen Pollard upside down, I think. Let's go look at Jacob Johnson. He has a lot of damage from that wreck. So, Jacob Johnson looked like he might have got turned. Oh, Stephen Pollard turned Alex Bruno into Jacob. Everybody checks up. Jacob Britt, Axel 0 involved. The leader, Alexander Jones, almost involved in that wreck. Let's go watch on his onboard view. He almost was involved, and that would have taken him probably out of the race. So let's see here. Riding with Alexander Jones. You see the wreck happening up there. Everybody dives down low. A big checkup, and somehow Alexander Jones makes it past. Really interesting race. 2nd caution of the day. Like we said, that number 90 of Jacob Johnson out of the race. Axel 0 slow on the bottom. His day might be over as well. I don't know what he's doing. He's really slow. He's got a lot of damage. He might be waiting for somebody to try to hit them or something. 26 cars are on the lead lap. That number 99 Axel 0 is, I guess, going to be on the tail end of the lead lap. Maybe not. Everybody trying to get past him. I don't know what he's doing. So you see the 88 Josh Hardiman. He did go one lap down. Jacob Britt one lap down after that heavy crash. Huge contact for him. Stephen Pollard, he was second in the points. He is one lap down. Tim Zimmer had a pretty good day, but he is a lap down as well. So this is going to be an interesting restart. Have Simon Zarnato 4th, 5th Felix Boucher, 6th Tim Brannigan, 7th Logan Gentry, 8th is Tyra Resner, 9th Sarah Rocha, 10th Sheila Harmon. I think we have more than 10 cars though that are a lap down, so all the cars that are stuck on the outside line, the lead lap cars, they're going to have a really difficult time trying to navigate their way through the lap cars. 17, Alexander Jones gets the green flag. He cannot clear the 37 of Cesar Ramirez. Look at Rhiannon Pickett now on the bottom. She's trying to take the second place away. Oh, a big crash! Kagan Polshiner, Logan Gentry. Oh my gosh. Well, the caution flag is out. I think the 37, Cesar Ramirez, got his lap back. He did. Rhiannon Pickett is out front, but I think the 17 is the leader. Cesar Ramirez is on the lead lap. Alex 0 right there. He has a lot of damage, but he got his car fixed. Kagan Polshiner involved in a heavy crash. Looks like Tim Brannigan on pit road. He's got a lot of damage. Third caution of the day. So Alexander Jones is the leader. Rhiannon Pickett made a really good move on the 42 Hugo Jimenez to take second place. Let's go back and see that crash. That was right on the restart. I don't know. Kagan got some damage, but I don't know how he managed to walk away from that wreck. Let's see what happened. Tyrell Resner spins the 91 Logan Gentry, and ooh, Tim Brannigan hard into the wall. See Sarah Rocha, she got a lot of damage in that wreck. Tyrell Resner yet again causing a caution. He caused the first caution, and he causes this caution now, the third caution. See right there, ooh, Tim Brannigan, a lot of damage. That 14 Sarah Rocha, the points leader, involved. Let's go watch from her on board. She got, looks like a lot of damage, so I don't know if her day is going to be done. She won Atlanta 2 races ago. You see the restart. Wreck happened right in front of her, and ooh, right into the back of Logan Gentry. She was on pit road. She did get her car repaired, but she is going to be further back in the field now. So a lot of stuff happening here. Right now, the 91 of Logan Gentry, the 90 Jacob Johnson, the 24 Pablo West are all out of the race. 48 Ryan Benjamin failed to start the race. Some type of mechanical failure happening to his car. Unfortunate day for him. If he does not get any points for this race, he will get at least provisional points. This is going to probably work out to some of the people that did not qualify. It's going to work out in their favor because instead of getting provisional points for 43rd, they'll get provisional points for 42nd. They get a few more points than any other provisional starters, because normally 42 cars will start the race. So Sarah Rocha falls all the way back to 25th place. That is not where you want to be. That's basically like she's starting back in about 39th or 40th place on the restart, because she's on the tail end of the lead lap. Well, yeah, the tail end of the lead lap. So Josh Hardiman, that 88, he wants to try to get his lap back now on this restart. Saw the 37 Cesar Ramirez get his lap back. Cesar is in 23rd. Can the 11 Rhiannon Pickett make an interesting move and take the lead away from the 17? Alexander Jones right now is the leader. See a few cars on the bottom that had really good races early on. Josh Hardiman was one of them. Jacob Britt led laps earlier. Now he's a lap down. 88 out of 125 laps. Green flag is in the air. Josh Hardiman gets a really good start. Josh Hardiman now gonna get his lap back. Look at Hugo Jimenez taking second place away from Brandon Pickett. And now Josh Hardiman is on the lead lap. Hugo Jimenez now going for the lead. There's Simon Zarnato trying to also take the lead away. So not Simon Zarnato. Hugo Jimenez now, the 42 car out front. He was the pole sitter at the Daytona 500. He is now leading. Simon Zarnato, he started second in the 500, but did have a crash, so he was not able to keep his position. So both of those cars having a great day. Brandon Pickett fourth, trying to take third away from the 17 car. So back here in the back of the field, a lot of cars racing. Ooh, Tim Hoffman. Oh, he just got hit by Sean Howell. That almost caused a crash. Tim Hoffman now able to work his way to the bottom. A lot of racing going on back here, and that always means that there's probably going to be a wreck at some point. Sean Howell works his way past the 32 of Brett Taylor. Bristol is a big wild card race. Really, if you can start up near the front, you're going to be okay, but if not, then you have a long race to go. Stephen Pollard, the third, that number 80, heavy damage to his car. Unfortunate for him. I think there was a little bit of 3 wide. Look at that, the 99, Axel Zero. I think he might have got hit by the 9 of Bruce Zero, his brother. Axel Zero has a lot of damage. He continues to come down pit road and get service to that car. And I think he might have merged up into the front of this pack here. Meanwhile, the 42 Hugo Jimenez, still the race leader. He has not put the 12th or the 88 a lap down yet. He's still behind those cars. The 14 Sarah Roach on the outside in the back of that pack. Not good for her. She's having a really bad race now after being involved in that big wreck about 10 or 15 laps ago. Here comes that 99. Axel Zero. Is he going to merge back up into the traffic? This could create an issue. Oh, Clint Spillman did make some contact with him. 3 wide now. Look at Cesar Ramirez trying to get past Clint Spillman. Now they're 4 wide back here. That cannot work. And it's not going to work. CJ Williams now. Sarah Roach involved. Cody Rhodes. Caution is out yet again. Gavin Jones got some damage there. Hugo Jimenez, Simon Zarnato, and Alexander Jones make it past. Man, 4 wide. That does not work. Not at this track. Look at Hugo just passing all these cars. They're not a lap down. They will get back on the lead lap. They're supposed to be past the pace car, but there they are. They're trying to work their way through. Hugo should be letting these cars by. So the 88 of Josh Hardiman, the 12 of Sam and Oskin are both going to get their lap back. They're now on the lead lap. We have 26 laps to go here at Bristol. Very wild race. I figured we'd see a lot of wrecks. Once the first caution happens, they continue to pile up. Let's go back and look at the 16 of CJ Williams. I think his race is done. So, I don't know what started this stack up. It looks like that 99, maybe? No? I don't know. 4 wide, though. You cannot do that. They made it 4 wide through the turn. And then Sean Howell spins him out. Ooh, Cody Rhodes got a lot of damage in that wreck. I believe the 14, Sarah Rocha, got more damage to her car. Let's watch slow motion here. The 14, Sarah Rocha, she does get into the 0 of Alex Bruno. Gavin Jones made a really good save. He missed that wreck. He does scrape the wall, but that's not going to hurt him too much. So let's go ahead. Let's watch this wreck from Gavin Jones' point of view. See, 4 wide. They're just pushing the issue back here. And that's not what you want to see in front of you. You do not want to see 4 wide at Bristol. Gavin I think Gavin did get some damage. You see his hood raised up right there. Yeah, he did get some damage. not much. It's alright. He's in this race still. 24th place for him right now. Whew, man, this has been a wild race. So less than 25 to go. We've got Hugo Jimenez the leader, Simon Zarnato second, third Alexander Jones, fourth Rhiannon Pickett, her best race so far, fifth Felix Boucher, sixth Skylar Rocha. He has had a bad last couple races, wrecked last week at Darlington, just did not finish good at Atlanta. Seventh Sheila Harmon, she missed the race at Darlington. Eighth is Aiden O'File, he's having a pretty good day. Ninth Tim Hoffman, I don't know how he's managed to get to the top 10. 10th place, Robbie Bannister, that number 21, having a really good day. He needs that, that's for sure. Gary Harmon has made his way back up to 11th. 12th is Bruce Zero. 13th, Cesar Ramirez. He's having a great day. He was, at one point, last place, trying to fight to stay on the lead lap. He's up to 13th. 14th, Tyrell Resner. Been very drama-filled for him today. 15th, Clint Spillman. Not having a bad day. See Brett Taylor, 16th. 17th, Dawson Montenegro, the points leader into this race. Sarah Rocha, 18th. A lot of damage for her. Ron Jackson, 20th. A lot of cars, though. One lap down or out. CJ Williams is out of the race. Not good for him. He had to qualify into this race, so he's going to fall back in points even more. So the 42, Hugo Jimenez, going to be the race leader here. Going to bring the field down to the green flag. We've got 22 laps to go here at Bristol. They're already 3 wide back there. Felix Boucher on the outside. Look at Hunter Blade trying to get a lap back. Oh, there's a crash. Gary Harmon, I think, spun out. Gary Harmon is involved. Is that a... Yep, that is a caution. There's another crash. Oh, Ron Jackson, Cody Rhodes, Brett Taylor, Bruce Zero. Bruce Zero, a lot of damage there. So it looks like the 15 and the 5, Hunter Blade, Damian Singletary, they're going to get their laps back. Simon Zarnato, second place. Third, Alexander Jones. Yet another crash. Let's go back. It started with the 4 of Gary Harmon. He was spun out there on that restart. So you see it looked like Bruce Zero spins him out into Stephen Pollard. Everybody gets past him without any issues. So Gary's going to lose a lot of positions. He was up in 11th place. And he's going to fall back probably to about 25th. Let's look at the 32 now. Brett Taylor. He was the other factor in this wreck. Brett just about... Oh, I think... What happened? Oh, he came up into the 9 of Bruce Zero. Bruce spins out. Ron Jackson, Cody Rhodes, heavy damage. Bruce Zero, Tim Brangan. A lot of cars involved with that wreck. See the 32, Brett Taylor, a lot of damage to his car. Oh wow, Cody Rhodes smoking on pit road. I believe his day is probably going to be finished. So we await to go back to green flag here at Bristol. Started out this race pretty clean, but as this race has worn down, we have had a lot of crashes, a lot of carnage. Look at the 18 Kagan Polshiner. He's going to try to get his lap back now. Yeah, the 9 Bruce Zero out of the race. The 74 Logan York, piston. Problems for his car. He was not involved with that wreck, but he is out of the race. I really thought that 32 of Brett Taylor was going to be out. He's still, I believe, getting work done on his car. Gary Harmon loses 9 positions. He's back to 20th. Sarah Rocha somehow up to 14th. She's had a pretty wild race. Been involved in a couple crashes. That 81, or not the 81, the 80 of Stephen Pollard back in 32nd right now. Tina Livingston in 31st. So second and third place in points. Second and third place in points, I believe. Or first and third it was, I'm sorry. Not having a great day. So if that 14 car, Sarah Roach, if she has issues, if she is involved in a late race wreck and ends up not able to finish this race, that is going to change a lot in the points. I told everybody before this series could change drastically in one race, and this might be the race. So one more lap to green flag. You see Kagan Polshiner on the bottom, John Book right behind him. They're both going to try to get their laps back. We've seen the first 1 or 2 cars on a restart be able to get their laps back. Somehow that 81 Skylar Rocha up to 5th place. had a pretty good day so far. Somehow able to miss all the wrecks. So here we go. 16 to go at the line. Will we have another caution or 2 or 4 or however many cautions? I believe we will. This thing is not going to be able to go green flag the rest of the way. I just don't think it is. So the 42 Hugo Jimenez gets the green flag. Kagan Polshiner is going to get below him. Kagan going to get his lap back. Rhiannon Pickett now 3 wide on the outside. Whoops. John Book going to get his lap back. Look at the 188. Racer X going to try to get his lap back now. Tim Zimmer right behind him in that 45. He wants to get his lap back. This is going to be good for some of these drivers. It's going to be bad for a lot of cars that are damaged. Look at 45. Tim Zimmer getting his lap back. Look at the one of Aiden O'File now. That number 1 car is on a lead lap. He's going to try to take the lead from Hugo Jimenez. Hugo going to power through and so far hold on to the lead. That 99 Axle Zero going to try to merge onto the track. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Somehow he managed to get up there without causing any issues. Look at the 1 car, Aiden O'File, to the lead here at Bristol. Hugo Jimenez back to 2nd. 3rd, Skylar Rocha. Skylar going to take 2nd place now from Hugo. Here comes Alexander Jones trying to take 3rd from the 17 car. Oh, we've got a caution again. Whoa, the 99. I believe that was the 99 Axle Zero. You see heavy damage on that car. Kagan Polshiner, John Book, Racer X, Tim Zimmer all get their lap back. Aiden O'File is the race leader with about 10 more, whoops, wrong button, with about 10 more laps to go. A lot of cars here out of the race. Let's go back and look at the 99. What happened to him? He's on pit road. I believe his day is done. Something happened with this car. I don't know. Oh, wow. The 99 Axle Zero into the pit wall, and that obviously is going to end his day. So that is the reason for the caution flag. 33 cars left in this race. Only 4 cars 1 lap down, but we are going to have less than 10 laps to go. That means that all cars now restart single file. Aiden O'File 1st, Skylar Rocha 2nd, 3rd, Hugo Jimenez 4th, Alexander Jones 5th is Simon Zarnato, 6th, Rhiannon Pickett, 7th, Felix Boucher, 8th, Clint Spillman somehow has been able to get through the front. 9th place, Sarah Rocha, somehow she was able to get near the front. 10th, Sean Howe. Oh my gosh, look at this, the number 1, Aiden O'File. Something happened with his car. It looks like he might have blown his motor or something. A mechanical issue for Aiden. Oh my gosh. That's going to put, I believe, the 81 Skylar Rocha in the lead now. Aiden, I don't know what happened to him. Maybe something happened with the gearbox, the camshaft, or something. My gosh, this race is... This whole weekend at Bristol has been wild. So now, the 1 car, Aiden O'File, he was the leader. He is now coming down into pit road, getting repairs done to his car. Gonna see if he can get back out. I don't think, though. I think his race is gonna be done. That is gonna hand the lead over to the 81 of Skylar Rocha. Aiden looks really mad. He is flying down pit road. Whoops. And Aiden's day, I think, is done. He's on pit road. Doesn't look like anything's happening yet. We'll follow back with that story in a little bit. Meanwhile, 1 more lap to green flag. We're going to have 7 laps to go on the restart. Can the 42 Hugo Jimenez get past that 81 Skylar Rocha? Hugo was the leader a while ago until Aiden passed him on that last restart. Single file restart, though, that could work in Skylar's advantage. Aiden O'File still in pit road. No cause of the smoke from his car yet. We will update you guys on that. 32 cars will take the green flag here at Bristol. this could be the final restart, or will we have another crash? Aiden O'File still down in pit road. Green flag is out. 7 more laps to go. Skylar Rocha takes the green flag. Meanwhile, there's a lot of stuff going on back here. Jacob Britt did not get a good start. Sarah Rocha now, that 14 on the outside. She might lose some positions here. That is not going to be good for her. She could lose a lot of positions if cars continue to pass her. Meanwhile, there's single file up near the front. Skylar Rocha has been close so many times this year. Has had a lot of bad luck in the last couple races. He is out front. Oh my gosh, there's a crash. That did not throw the caution, I don't think. Oh, and there's another crash. The 188 of Racer X now around. That did not throw a crash. Look at Brett Taylor. Brett Taylor is around. 3 crashes in a row, no caution. Brett Taylor, 32, the 188, and the 0, Alex Bruno. Alex involved in a really heavy crash, and for some reason the caution's not out. I don't know why NASCAR did not throw the caution. The 32, Brett Taylor, now going to be going a lap down, I believe. Skylar Rocha, 2 more laps to go here at Bristol. He is the leader. Hugo Jimenez, second. Third, Alexander Jones. We're going to look near the back of this field. I think we're going to finish this race under green flag. Everybody's single file now for the most part. Sarah Rocha was moved out of the top 10. White flag for the number 81, Skylar Rocha. Sarah Rocha won at Atlanta. Now Skylar Rocha is going to come across the start-finish line and win here at Bristol. Great day for Skylar. Going to make sure everybody else makes it past the start line without any issues. We saw the 45 of Tim Zimmer. Or, no, the 32, I mean. We saw the 32, Brett Taylor, and we saw the 188 get spun out. But the number 0, Alex Bruno, I have no idea what happened with him. Let's go back and check that out. Oh, I don't know why that didn't throw a caution. Again, Tyrell Resner, that 41 car, starts to spin him out. Dawson will finish him off. Alex was 32nd at that time. Skylar Rocha is the race leader, or the race winner. So you see the Aiden O'File gearbox issues. I thought maybe that's what that was, because they were not racing. Wow. Very wild race, for sure. Looked like the 6 and the 38. I don't know why they're retired, and the 81. So Skylar Rocha, the winner. Hugo Jimenez, second. Third, Alexander Jones. Fourth, Rhiannon Pickett, her best finish of the season. I think that's Hugo Jimenez. I think that's actually all 5 of these drivers' best finish. Felix Boucher, 6th place. Clint Spillman, 7th. That's a run he needed. Same with Sean Howe in 8th. Gavin Jones, 9th. Good finish for him. 10th place, Tim Hoffman. Was not happy that he did not make the race last week. I believe that was at Atlanta. 11th, Sarah Rocha. Got banged up a lot today. She finishes 11th somehow. Sheila Harmon, 12th. Robbie Bannister, 13th. Good finish for him. 14th, Tyrell Resner. Not too popular in the garage. Did not make a lot of friends today. Caused 3 crashes today at Bristol. Sam Adoskin, 15th. Hunter Blade, 16th. Josh Hardiman, 17th. Not a good finish for him, but despite being a lap down early on in this race, that's not a bad finish. Damian Singletary, 18th. 19th, Cesar Ramirez, like we said, was in 42nd, a lap down at the start of this race. Managed to get his lap back, finishes in 19th. Kagan Polshiner was a lap down, finishes 20th. Dawson Montenegro, 21st. Gary Harmon, after leading a few laps early on, finishes 22nd. Not a good finish for him. Ron Jackson, 23rd. Not a good finish for him either. Let's see, Tim Brannigan, 24th. After winning the pole at Darlington last week, leading laps, not a good finish. John Book, 25th. 26th, Tim Zimmer. 27th is that 188 car. He was one of the cars that was spun out. Same with Brett Taylor, who finished 28th. 29th and 30th, Tina Livingston and Stephen Pollard. 2 cars that were really good up in the points, and they're going to lose a lot of points. Jacob Britt, after winning last week, 31st. Alex Bruno involved in a crash. The 41 spun him out with just a couple laps to go. Caution did not come out for some reason. ANNOUNCENT was the leader with about 20 to go. Gearbox issues for him. He is in 33rd. 34th, Axel Zero, Bruce Zero, 35th. Cody Rhodes, 36th. 37th, Logan York. He had a mechanical issue. 38th, CJ Williams. 39th, Logan Gentry. Great finish last week at Darlington. Not a good finish here today. Jacob Johnson, 40th and 41st. Pablo West. Familiar finish for him. He's finished in the back DNFs a few times. Rockingham and Daytona started off his season with a DNF. This is going to change a lot in the points. So stay tuned. We will show you guys the points here in a second. I believe there's going to be a big shakeup. That was quite a wild race. Now we're going to get ready for Texas here. Just a couple more days. Probably another day or two, actually. Texas could be a pretty cool race. I was doing some testing there last night, actually, and not too bad of racing. I don't know if we're going to have a lot of crashes or lead changes, but we'll see. It seemed like a pretty cool race. So, alright, let's check the points out now after race number 6. And after race number 6, the points have changed a little bit. A lot of positions have changed, actually, but not too drastic. You see Alexander Jones with his top 5. He is now first in the points. Sarah Rocha falls, or she actually stays in second. Correction, Stephen Pollard came into this race as the points leader, just a few points over Sarah. Tina Livingston falls back to 4th. You see up 10 positions with his win, Skylar Rocha. He was 19th, now he is 9th. I would think one of the biggest losers here. Actually, I think the biggest loser probably is Pablo West. He is back in 30th. Still the top 32, that's good for him. Jacob Britt will lose 7 positions. He is back to 21st. Tim Hoffman able to get into the top 32 in points. Same with ANNOUNCENT. Or actually, Aiden does he drop? Aiden stayed the same, but he is flirting with that top 32 position. Let's look at the bottom half of this field now. Alright, so Jacob Johnson, he is 7 points away from the cutoff. Cesar Ramirez, pretty good finish for him. Ryan Benjamin falling outside of the top 32 with his fail to start race. CJ Williams involved with a wreck. He falls back to 36. Tyrell Resner, 37th. 38th, Ron Jackson. 39th, Darvish Jr. Colton back to 40th. Evan McCollum, 41st. Sheila Harmon, pretty good finish for her, but she will be 42nd in the points. 43rd, Jeremiah Dwayne did not make the race, so he has a provisional. Yel Carrillo, he falls back to 44th. 45th, Logan Gentry. 46th, Bubba Wallace. 46th is Benjamin Wallace. 47th, Cody Rhodes. 48th is the Racer X Machine, and the 49th place driver is Brian Lancaster. Brian did not make the race, and he does have a provisional. Unfortunately, a lot of drivers back here with provisionals and have not been able to get to the top 32 in points. Gary Harmon falls back to 28th. A few cars, Logan York, he fell back a few positions. Same with Bruce Zero, but they're still up near the front. Really, anybody can still get to the front here. I mean, you see there's a small gap from these guys to the leader, but Texas is up next. Talladega is coming up soon. Talladega is a pretty wild track. I think we're going to see a lot of cars involved with wrecks. So that race could turn a lot of people's points day around. So don't worry if you're further back in the field or if you're below the top 32 cutoff. Don't worry, you still have a really good chance to get up to the front. So, we'll see what happens. Coming up at Texas, Alexander Jones is now the points leader. 6 races, 6 different winners. Who is going to win at Texas? We will find out here shortly. We will see you guys next time. A couple more days and that race should be uploaded. Hope you all enjoyed Bristol. It's been a very wild, eventful day, even in the qualifying race. So we will see you guys next time around. Have a great day.